Good morning. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker.
I'm not as good as Todd, but you know, I try.
I'll take it.
Where's Todd at?
I don't know.
Todd.
I'm not my Todd's keeper.
That's for sure.
No. He do what he do. Let's get the chat rolling. It's Friday. I don't know what that means, but
yeah,
probably not much, especially for our clan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see here. All right, Gold Teach.
Hi, Hank. Good
morning, Hank. Good morning.
I was trying to find. Oh, maybe it's Shop Goodwill.
Yeah, it's because they're supposed to. I know those boxers are supposed to go on sale today at 9 Pacific time. So I was thinking about seeing if I could get. I don't know if I'll get one or not, because when I looked at it, they had like, I don't know, 3,000 likes or whatever. So I don't know even if there'll be anything left, but figured it was worth a chance.
Well, if you come across it, send me the link on it, because I can't find it.
Okay.
Morning, Julie.
Julie, good morning.
Goodwill.
There's a link for the chat if you want to come in.
Oh, I thought you were putting a link for me for the thing. I was like almost ready to click on it. See, it looks like it's going to come up and then it doesn't.
Okay, what are you trying to find the link for?
For the store or for the closet for Shop Goodwill San Francisco.
Okay. Hang on. Morning, Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Man, I got both of my girls here.
I know.
That's pretty awesome.
You're so lucky. Good to see you guys.
If I can find.
And I sent that to Julie too. I'm in the search people thing.
Okay.
And I believe it said Goodwill SF.
Yes. Okay, hang on. I think I got it. So it is Goodwill SF. Let me see. Hang on just a minute. I'll get you the link. The link. Hang on, guys.
Yeah, it tells me you don't have any friends on Poshmark, you know.
Copy.
That kind of thing.
All right, let's see.
So maybe they have too many friends.
Maybe.
Maybe they're not taking anymore.
No. Here, I'm gonna put it right in the chat there. I put it in the chat.
In this chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So you should just be able to click on that because it is a link.
Yeah,
Todd,
it came up.
you're late.
Follow.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Oh, let's see here.
Well, they got all kinds of mystery boxes, huh?
Mhm. And like I said, they had some. They have some for sale, but they don't go live until 9:00 Pacific time. So, good morning, Dahlia.
Morning, Dahlia.
Morning, Bumcrack Picker, Lord Ahab,
Hi, Lord Ahab.
Picker. Man, y'all
Craig.
snuck in. Y'all.
Okay, I got it now.
Well, hallelujah.
I liked it all.
All right.
Yeah, I was trying Dahlia and it was not working for me. I gotta, okay, go to news. Says, if you go to news, feed.
Morning, OJ. We got the juice in the house. Bet you never been called that before.
Juice.
Yep. I didn't color my hair this morning, and I think I'm gonna try and wash that purple right out of my hair.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm not completely convinced, but it's a possibility.
Do you have another color you're going for?
No.
Oh, you don't have another color right now?
Nope.
I don't believe you.
I don't.
Mm.
I'm serious. I don't.
Mm.
I don't have anything right now.
I think you're lying.
I just did that because.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I don't believe
really
you. I'm
don't.
sorry. I don't believe you.
I don't have
Take
anything.
me to your bathroom cupboards right now.
Do it, Mom. Do what? What am I doing? It's time for a change.
Yeah.
It's definitely time for a change.
Jonah had my brother-in-law over last night to cut his hair. He cut it off. He's only got that much hair now.
Oh my gosh.
I know
Why?
it was a lot of hair. He didn't realize that he was going as short as he was until it was too late. But he wanted it shorter, but he hates his calyx.
Right.
That's the whole thing. He's like, I hate this right here. He's got one going this way and one going this way, right? It's a dentist thing, I'm telling you. And then of course he's got the one that goes. So
it definitely is a dentist thing.
So I told Jonah, I said, yeah, I'm kind of getting into wigs right now. And he goes, Mom, don't. And I'm like, why? He goes, it's fine if you want to do it. Just don't ever show me. Why? Oh my God. My laugh made your laptop screen fall out. Not wrong. Oh,
okay.
Amy got 2 on the back of her head. That's a
Man.
dentist thing. That is a dentist thing. Remember how many? I think Grandma Dennis had 3 in the back of her head, and they were all going different ways.
Yep.
So it wasn't like she could just part her. She had to part this side this way and then part this side this way, and it was like she was so short you could look at her back of her head. she was only, gosh, she probably was 4'9" or something.
Yeah,
She was pretty damn short.
yeah.
Anyways, so you could see the back of her head, and man, it was just, it was all going all different ways.
Yep.
And I think she had, is that what they
She
call
had
them?
one in the front. At least one in the front.
Yeah, she did. And I think that's where Johnny and Jonah has got theirs from too.
Yep.
'Cause
Double
I don't
crown.
remember ever seeing any of the Daniel guys or gals that had weird cowlicks like that. So I think
No.
we definitely got, I mean, I got 2 in the back of my head, one going one way and one going the other way.
Yeah.
But I can contain it pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my shirt today. It's so
pretty.
pretty.
It
I
is
like
very
it.
pretty.
Thank you.
Sorry, Pate. Yeah, calyx is that's just in our family. All
Laura's in
everybody,
there.
and it's not just okay. Hang on just a second. It's not just a boy thing either.
Mm-mm.
It's definitely a girl thing too.
Is that what they call them? As double crowns?
I don't know. I used to call them a lot worse than that. Morning, Laurie.
Hi, Laurie.
Good morning.
Man, I wonder what Todd sold. He looks damn busy this morning.
I know he's got
Mm.
games on the mind. I
Oh
gotta get
my
all
God.
these,
Packing games.
I gotta
almost
get all
done.
these games shipped out. I gotta work a little bit. I'm
Dang.
gonna get calluses on my fingers.
This
I got
reselling
blisters
stuff
on
is
me
hard.
fingers.
You got the tape calluses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Bum Crack. Somebody just got blue.
Oh, get it.
Get it?
That's me.
I just got one too.
Nice. I want one.
I got an
Me
offer.
too.
I got an offer.
I got an
take an
offer
offer.
too. I think it's $25 for a bag.
Nice.
I have a coffee mug on for $7.99. They want to offer me $7. What's 99?
I'd be like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'll take that.
It's a hunting bag. And I sold it
Cha-chinga.
because I got that shit for free.
No, not yet. Let me enjoy the morning without you in my lap right now.
Aww.
Hold on a minute. I'll let you
Poor
in just a second.
Bambi.
She's driving me crazy. Come on. Not you, Benji. You're a little feisty this morning. He's like, but Mom! He's like wilder than a popcorn fork this morning.
Oh, good, Tina. She got her concealed carry
Oh,
permit
awesome.
approved. She's been waiting forever for that thing.
That's awesome.
Because she got it, she got approved, and then I guess you only got so much time to go pick it up.
Oh.
And she didn't realize that, and so it expired,
Oh,
and so they
crap.
had to put it in again. So
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I gotta go
But
renew mine too, but
that's good.
can't renew our car tags right now, so that's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna go get her new gun today.
Oh, nice.
I love gun shopping. It's like, wow. Ooh, look at the size of the hole that one'll make.
Yeah, exactly. If anybody is in the green room, you just gotta holler at me.
Cha-ching.
Get
Hello.
it.
Love the sound of cha-chings in the morning.
$36.99. Woohoo!
That's awesome.
There you go. There she made it. Hold on a minute. Okay. There. Say hello to everybody. I'm here.
Bambi!
I made it. I made it.
Morning, Bambi. She's a regular now.
Yep. Of course.
Yep, Fishing and Picking says, Todd, is the secret to your long life drinking Coors Light before 8 a.m.? Or is that just a Diet Coke?
My long life.
I don't know.
Oh, good old Diet Coke.
Hank says, good morning, Bambi.
Breakfast of Champions.
I don't know. My dad would crack open an old Milwaukee at 10:30 and say it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's
He
right.
did that for years. He'd drink a cup of coffee in the morning, and then about 10:30, he'd be ready to get his beer out.
Top of top.
He'd
What
head outside.
are you jerking over there, Sally? What in the world?
Did
Now,
you
I
want to
just-
know?
I
looks
just
like
got
you were having
excited.
a little
I got excited.
twitch or something.
FedEx told me that they're bringing my computer today.
Oh, cool.
It wasn't scheduled to be here until tomorrow, so I'm very happy about that.
Great.
That
Julie
didn't
said-
take long.
Julie
No.
said she got 10 sales yesterday and 3 so far. Man, you are burning it up, girl.
I got 5 yesterday.
That's awesome.
Forget it, Benji. I am not holding both of you. I refuse.
That's
You're
awesome.
too wound up this morning.
You guys are doing great. Doing great.
I went and bought a bunch of DVDs and video games last night. So about
You
200 of
did.
them for $40. And some of them, there's a couple new DVDs and a couple new video games. So I'm happy with that. They'll pay for everything. So everything else is.
I thought you were on a buying freeze.
I never listen.
I'm joking.
Nobody listens to her anyways.
Heck, now's the time to buy. Now is the time to buy.
I couldn't pass it up. There's almost
No.
200 of them for $40. She wanted 50, and then she come down to 45. I said, "How about 40?" She said, "I'll take that." I said, "I'll be there in 10 minutes." 2 full garbage bags full of them.
Nice. That's
I'm happy
great.
with that because
Yeah.
they're selling, so I couldn't pass it up.
No.
Teresa's like, "Would you stay off of Facebook Marketplace?"
Mm.
Yeah,
I
I've
said,
sold a
"Shit."
few video games. Yeah.
That's good.
There's some workout tapes in there from that beach body workout. Some of those are new. Some the Biggest Loser
Be careful
workouts.
with bodies on eBay. I don't know if they're Veroed or not.
They are Veroed.
Okay.
There's a lot of them on there.
I know. And I've sold on there too before because I had a P90X and I think I've had 2 P90Xs and I think I've sold both of them on eBay, but you have to list them low
Mhm.
and you'll sell them real quick and then they'll be off there.
Well,
And
I
then-
thought about lotting them all up with the Biggest Loser videos and using the Biggest Loser in the title.
You could do that.
You could do that. Just don't mention it. Just
Yeah.
don't
Right.
mention it and they can see it in the pictures or whatever.
Right.
Fishing and Picking, Ozark. It does pick up, yes.
Which one are you guys watching? There's an Ozark and then there's the Ozarks. There's one that's got Justin Bateman in it.
That's the
It's
one.
Justin
Okay,
Bateman.
that's
Yeah.
the one I watch. Okay.
It's good. I really like the writers.
Yeah. I haven't.
They definitely Yeah, they got something there.
I'm gonna start watching the second season because I haven't got around to watching. I just now finished up The Walking Dead, what I could watch of it. So I was shocked. Didn't see that coming at all.
No.
So, but I won't say no more.
Yeah, definitely. Ozark is good.
hmm
I mean, it's a shame. I wish they would put out more frequently.
You wish they would put out more?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Not in that sense, but
Just wanted to clarify.
yeah,
Valerie, those boxes,
yeah.
make sure you go and like them all, because that's how they're,
Right.
so you did that already?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't like them all. I only liked the ones that I wanted because I didn't want the bottoms.
Right. Well, I would do them all because you might not get an offer for anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
enough.
I liked them all. So I sent a lot of people things from Instagram this morning, and it's about a Goodwill San Francisco and Poshmark collaboration, to where Poshmark says we need to get more inventory to our people, our sellers. So we collabed, and they're going to be giving people a chance to buy Poshmark boxes, and you'll receive an offer to purchase the box for $11 with free shipping. And it's worth it says it is worth it's a suggested Goodwill retail price of $45 or more. So so if you're interested, go and do that on Instagram, tag a couple people, but do it in separate comments. And then go to @Goodwill SF. And actually, I just found it it's in the header right now. Like in the header of your
your messages.
Poshmark. Well, not in your messages, but it's at the header of your news.
Yeah.
So so if you go to that, then you can follow Poshmark or follow Goodwill of San Francisco, and then like whatever boxes you want to get an offer on. There's a lot of them though, so there's a lot of
likes.
There's a lot of people waiting.
So
I don't know.
They may be a little overwhelmed.
And this is the thing though, Poshmark is also giving 10 boxes to people for free. So that's what the whole thing on Instagram is about, is to get a free box. If you try to get a free box. Hell, I'll take free inventory. You know me.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I know David.
Also, this lady right here, she's doing boxes too.
Who, Todd? On my end, you're pointing at Todd. That one, right there.
Anyways, she does boxes also for inventory, and it might be something different than what you're used to selling, like different brands and stuff. See this beauty of a shirt right here? Yeah,
that's her Torrid.
That is my Torrid, and it was the only thing that she sent me that I wanted to keep.
I did that on purpose.
I know she did that on purpose, because she knew that if there was 5 things in there that fit me, that I would keep all 5. But she wants me to be able to sell my stuff and get my money back. So
Yep.
And I still need to count it, but I don't even know how many pieces I got, to tell you the truth.
From me,
Yeah.
it was, I want to say it was 25 or 26.
So about
25.
it was
I
it was about $2
Yeah.
a piece.
yeah,
Okay. And good brands, Free People, Torrid,
Bowden. You got
Bowden.
some Bowden. You got some. I can't remember what else I sent you.
Well,
I mean, I tried to do a mix of stuff.
yeah.
Morning, Maggie. I seen your message right now.
Roxy.
Fishing and Picking says, I mean, I like the nudity stuff. Of course you do. They're not Amish though, so let's see. But the foreshadowing is drawn out. Does Marty hook up with Rachel from the Blue Catfish Lodge? Well, I ain't gonna tell you that.
Yeah,
Gotta
you gotta
watch it.
You gotta
You
watch it to figure it
gotta
out. Morning, Texas Val.
Lush.
I know.
I've watched so many series on. I'm like, because I've been watch them.
Yeah.
But Bloodline is really good, and that
I'm
I haven't watched that
trying to
one.
get into it. I'm trying to get into it. It's not
it gets good.
okay.
You gotta hang on,
Okay.
and it gets good. So right now I'm watching Fear the Walking Dead.
I couldn't get into that. I tried to watch that, and I
know. I
think it's
because
because I'm spoiled so much from the original that the spinoff just isn't up to
Yeah.
par.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it was definitely lower on the totem pole for me, but it still had a good storyline.
I think I got to the 4th episode, and I was just like, eh. It just couldn't keep my interest. I kept finding other things to do on my phone. Yeah, it's like, eh.
So I'm like, who is that? Have we seen him before? What's going on here? And it'll be like a main character. I don't remember you.
Yeah, usually I have to rewatch all the seasons. That's usually what I do.
Or at least the last episode.
Yeah.
Of the prior season.
Just
That's
get
what I
into
do.
because it takes a year for them to come out with a new
Yeah.
a new series. So I'm gonna have to do that with Handmaid's Tale too. Whatever. I don't know when that's. Yeah, have you gotten any notice as far as that coming out?
Mm-mm.
No.
Hopefully, all the production was done before the virus hit, because there's
I
gonna
know.
be nothing.
I think they usually do it the year before, but I don't know about this year.
Yeah. Usually it comes out the end of June. So, yeah, I just been trying to, and I'll watch a few movies, but I would much rather have a series on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
I was watching Grey's Anatomy, and I actually had to stop watching that because it was just, I don't know, it was almost like taking a toll on me,
What was it?
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh.
So
Oh, really?
I
We were
stopped.
watching that for a while, and we quit watching it. It's the same
I
thing.
stopped watching it. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it premiered on June 5th last year.
Oh, okay.
You know you've watched all the good stuff when you resort to watching Batman the animated series.
That's
Uh-huh.
true. That's true.
Or Gargoyles. I watched that all over again. I haven't seen these since my kids were little, but I'm gonna watch them. Or just have it playing in the background. Teresa's like, "What are you watching? Go away." Pay no attention to what's behind the curtain.
Autumn 2020.
Oh,
Autumn 2020, so August-ish, August, September-ish.
What's that?
Handmaid's Tale.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
So
Yeah, it's,
Todd,
Yep.
what's the topic for today?
Well, I've been thinking on that.
video games.
Wow.
What is your favorite thing about reselling? And I was thinking about several things, like one of my top things is being my own boss.
yeah.
You know, I may not
Yeah.
make as much money now as I did teaching, but I don't have a boss.
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of makes up for it.
I don't have a principal hovering, making sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I don't have a counselor calling in parent and student teacher meetings, and I don't have a grade book to keep filled out. I don't have to write lesson plans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, and however hard I want to work, that's how much money I can make,
Yeah.
Right.
basically. I mean, sure, you get a lucky score every once in a while and make a whole bunch for a while off of that.
Mhm.
And then other times you're just like, God, I need some sales.
Yeah.
But that's one of my favoriteest things about reselling. Okay, next.
Yeah, I like being my own boss and the hunt. I love hunting for stuff. I
Yeah.
love getting out there looking and just that's my element. I love that. I grew up around it, so it's just like if I'd have found this one, if eBay was around when I was a teenager, I would have never had to work a factory. And that's what we were talking about the other day because my body's breaking down slowly after all the heavy lifting and the pulling and the things that I did all those years. I feel it now. I mean, it's just inevitable. I have degenerative disc disease. All my back, my spine's breaking down, my knees are breaking down. But this allows me to not focus on that. I could still do what I want and still make some money and have fun doing it. And plus, like Tom said, meeting all you guys, that was probably the best thing. So
that was a surprise to me how much YouTube and Facebook would be a part of
what we do.
reselling. And everything I know about reselling, I learned from YouTube and you guys and Facebook stuff. And, my knowledge up until this on reselling was going to a few auctions or seeing what people had at garage sales,
And the freedom it gives you too. I mean, you're not tied down to any one particular job. You're not,
yeah, right.
Like you said, not having to answer to anybody but yourself. If you don't put the work in and you don't make the money, you kick yourself. Somebody else isn't barking at you.
Maggie's got a one-word answer: shopping.
Yeah, shopping. It's a little harder to be more disciplined when you're,
That's
you
what I
work
was.
for yourself. But
Is
I
that
think that's with everything. You
you
gotta,
you really have to
so you have to motivate yourself.
motivate yourself, and
Mhm.
you really have to be doing
Motivate, but don't overwhelm yourself.
right,
You know,
right.
uh, it's like I have probably 200 DVDs to work through. Am I going to try to get them all done in one day? No.
Yes.
I'm going to do at least 20 or 25, if not more, because I've been there. I've had death piles that you couldn't even see behind me, but nothing but death pile. And it was so
I bet.
overwhelming thinking, God, I got all that to do.
Yep.
So I just, fill up a tote and work through that tote. And then when that tote's done, I go fill it back up again.
The link's in the
So,
chat if you want to come
uh,
in.
She working for the man today.
Oh no.
She's just lurking.
Lurker.
You know, there's been some people. Yes, there's been some people that have said, Valerie, you could have made, during this virus thing. I mean, I could have made a lot of money
As a respiratory
as a
therapist.
respiratory
Yeah.
therapist. Yes, I could have. I've gotten inundated with traveling contracts, and companies looking for people.
Mhm.
Mr. Sadie.
But I'm not. It's not an interest for me. As bad as that may, I love the job. I love working with the people, but I hate working for the man. I hate
Right.
working for a company where you're just a number, and they're gonna run you ragged, and I'm just
Mhm.
not about that.
And she's seen that in her last job,
Sure.
Right.
like really well, because they were trying to get her to go against policy. They
Mhm.
like, and possibly like if they would have been able to get her to do that and then prove it, they could have taken away her license for that.
Sure. Sure.
And if not more, not more fines or anything. I don't know what else they could have added to it, but I'm sure they would have found something.
Jail
Um,
time.
I know how
and
that is.
also she's seen them just pick people off that had been there for years,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and say you're done.
I just had no respect for the company that I work for. And I worked there a good amount of years, 7 years. And I stuck with it, and then Mike was like, nope. He could tell, how stressed out I was. And he was
So
like,
Valerie, your favorite thing is not having to work for the man.
Mhm.
I would say that's one of the many. There's
Yeah.
a lot of good things about working for yourself, and there's a lot of challenges.
Oh, it's
Finding
a definite
inventory,
challenge.
which I don't have a problem finding inventory, but
Motivation.
huh?
Motivation.
Mhm.
Motivation
It's hard to
is,
find that sometimes.
Yeah.
but what I have found is the more that if you motivate, if you try to motivate people, that's a motivator for you.
Yes.
And that's something I've always I've found.
And one of the biggest challenges for me is, you know, people calling, needing this, that, or the other, needing help or something like that. Of course, with the virus going on, I haven't had that issue except for with Teresa. Or when she's home, it's like I can't get nothing done. Nothing bad against her being home. It's just like she has, worked so much
Right.
that when she's home, she wants to do this stuff. So I put what I have to do aside because I know I can come back to it. There's nobody breathing down my neck, to have to get this done.
Yep.
So I can say, well, I can, pick that back up tomorrow and we'll go do this.
Yeah.
So, because that's just how it has to be. Because when you got somebody with you that works constantly and they only have 2 days out of the whole week to get things done that they want to do, you
Right.
have to say, okay, eBay, you can wait.
Yeah.
Because this person needs my time. So
Yeah.
Right.
it's
And it's pretty forgiving.
yeah.
It's pretty forgiving as far as, you know, you can take your time that you need to do whatever you need to do, and then
hmm
you can come back to it and get right back on the horse, and
I mean, I know you got
Yeah.
to list daily, but it's not going to, make or break you if you don't list for one day.
right.
And you might see a slight drop, but if you list enough the day before to carry over, you're good. That's the way I look at it. It's like,
Yeah.
it's going to be there when I get back.
Yep.
Yeah. I've been super motivated the last 2 weeks because I've had all this new inventory, and
Mhm.
that's exciting. That's a motivation.
It is. It is
Absolutely.
exciting when you get new
When you
stuff
got
like that,
new and exciting stuff to list, yes.
especially when you know that those items will sell. And
Yes.
sometimes just as soon as they hit the platform, they're gone. Somebody's bought them up, and those, that makes it exciting. So
Yeah, I've got at least double the amount of listings I was doing before I got the lot
Right.
last
Waking
2
the baby
weeks.
up.
So
Your Bambi's
anyway,
trying to sleep there.
She lays on me so much she smells like my body wash and my lotion.
Oh my God.
She smells like what is it? I can't remember what I use now. Crap,
Teen
can't think
Spirit.
of it. Huh?
Teen Spirit.
It's something from Bath and Body Works.
would you say Teen Spirit?
God.
What are you
Pink
talking
cashmere,
about?
that's what it is.
Oh.
Pink
Oh,
cashmere, that's what I
I
use.
guess I'm
I
getting
love
hard
that
of hearing
stuff.
like Sally. I thought she said Teen Spirit.
I did.
She did.
Oh, okay. Teen
Smells
Spirit.
like Teen Spirit, man.
I don't know. If
Now,
you've ever taken teens home from football games in a closed up bus, it doesn't smell like Teen Spirit. It
Right,
smells
it's like it usually smells like feet, ass, and
Be-
sweat.
Oh.
like some sweat.
Ugh.
I remember when Job had his 14th birthday party. He had a bunch of guys over, and when I say a bunch, I mean like probably 5. There was him, Jonah, and then 3 other guys.
Mhm.
So 5 guys. I had them all in the truck after taking them home, and I about barfed because they all smelled like BO. I was like, whoa.
Oh, that's like he's talking about coming home from a sporting event. I played softball for the high school, and you remember the scene in League of Their Own when they're talking about the socks?
Yes.
Yeah.
That so and so wouldn't change your socks. We had like 4 girls on the team that would not change their socks because
Oh
they
my
were
God.
against it was going to be bad luck. So you had that funky smell. Then you had all the duffel bags with, the
Ugh.
gloves, the shirts,
I
and
can't.
as you wear t-shirts under it, then you got the heavy softball shirt and the pants, and man,
I can't do it.
headbands. Some
Yeah.
of them wouldn't change their head. They wear the bandanas until after the end of the season, and you know how stinky those can get.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Mhm.
my God, our
Those
team bus was nasty. I mean, it's like
Cesspool of
it stunk.
kinds
I
of
get off that bus and mom, I'd get in the back of the car. Mom be like, "Whew, you have got to shower when you get home."
Yeah.
You think? It's like I got
Yeah.
dirt under my eyelids. I got just sweat everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mr. Sadie says I got really lucky to find the guy I work for. He is more like a friend than a boss, and he gives me all the space I need and trusts me like not many people do. Plus, he knows and supports my reselling. That's awesome.
That
I
is
mean,
Yeah.
when you have a situation like that, it's almost like it's not work. Like you actually enjoy, doing what you do.
Teresa
So-
loves what I do because there's been times when it's been, between paychecks and there ain't no money except for what I got coming in.
Right.
So when, especially when she first bought her Jeep, because she had to pay like 2 payments of this, and this. So her next check all went to the tax and title. So it pretty much soaked up everything she had. And she's like,
Yeah.
I don't get paid for there. So I got you covered. I got eBay money put away. She's like, thank God for that. I said,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Where before, when I first started full time, she's like, that ain't gonna do much. That ain't gonna help out. Oh yeah, she knows now.
Yeah.
And so if I've got stuff to list, and if she doesn't need me for anything, she said, "You gonna go to work?
Going to work now?
You got all that home interior to list. Why don't you go list that?" So, okay, yeah, I'm the boss.
Sorry, Sadie.
No, but
Sadie.
I am very, very thankful that I can do this, and I have continued to do it. It's been I ain't gonna lie. There's been some definite struggles. Doing this, and there's been many a times where I thought, you know what, I think I might have to go out and get a job. When sales were down and kind of losing the faith and everything, I almost did it, and then but there was something holding me back. Stick with it.
Yeah.
And,
Well, yeah, I worked at Home Depot for 4 years after retiring from teaching. And I only work like 20, 25 hours a week, but man, lifting 50-pound bags of concrete and tying Christmas trees on top of cars and, lifting bags of mulch up into pickups. It's for a 57, 58, 59-year-old dude at the time, I was like, ugh, this is kind of hard. And getting into reselling, I was like, thank God. And since then, I'm amazed. Every month since I quit Home Depot, I've doubled the amount of pay. I probably do more hours at this than I did at Home Depot, but
and there's a little bit of difference there too, because you are doing it at your own pace.
Right.
You're not saying, okay, this is my schedule for myself. I have
There's
to
no
work
quote.
from. Yeah.
And I also find it amazing that I can find enough good stuff to sell. I've almost never not had enough stuff to sell.
Right.
Yeah.
I find that amazing. How's that even, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I want to work harder, I can, because I got more stuff to sell.
Right.
I've almost in the 4 or 5 years I've been doing this,
And there's plenty to go
I've almost
around.
never not had stuff that I could be listing.
Yeah, you've definitely stumbled across, opportunities that have allowed you to keep the inventory going, and that's good.
I search for opportunities like that every day and have not come across nothing like that. I mean, I'm happy with a little bit of DVDs I did happen to find for a deal, but oh man, find what Todd got dropped in his lap. Heck yeah. Man, you're one lucky dude.
I would say that's definitely a reseller's
Dream.
dream.
Yeah.
I've had several deals like this though. Valerie knows, Sally knows.
Yeah.
I bought 12 pallets of military surplus stuff.
Yeah.
That was last year, wasn't it?
No, it's been 2
years ago.
over
Okay.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I just remember you going and getting
crap out of that stuff.
Because you would have to go. Where'd you go? Oklahoma.
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City to pick it up. Yeah.
Was that from the same ones that shut down?
Yeah.
That same source? Yeah.
Yeah. They reopened under different auctioneers, but the only place to pick up now, one is in Pennsylvania, and the other location is Las Vegas. So that's just too far of a haul for me to do that anymore.
Yeah.
I could have it shipped here, but that eats into the profit so
Right.
hard.
Mhm.
And then I had the lady that I got those vintage watches from.
Mhm.
And everything else. I mean, you got a
Yeah.
lot.
She
You got
sold
a
me
lot.
$1,000, thousands of inventory.
Yeah. You got
Um,
a lot of good stuff that you
Mhm.
made good money on.
and
So,
then
Would this be an lace overlay shirt?
That's what it looks like.
yeah.
well, if you wear a jacket over it, that would be an underlay. Sorry.
Hey, make sure, John, make sure you tell your wife about that thing that's happening at Poshmark.
Oh, what?
I tried to find her on Instagram, but I couldn't find her on Instagram. But tell her to look at her her Poshmark where
I
on
better write
Instagram.
this down or I'll forget.
Look at her Poshmark on Instagram to see the reseller Goodwill reseller boxes. And also to look at her Poshmark.
Poshmark, Instagram, what? You're talking faster than I can write.
Goodwill boxes.
Goodwill. Boxes of what?
Reseller boxes.
I see a lot of people getting like boxes of jewelry from that thread up, and I can't even figure out where they find it at on there.
Usually it's in the rescue.
Yeah.
You go to the rescue, but most times they don't have anything available. They don't have the jewelry. That's usually all sold out.
Not that I need it.
I
So
need to
even though Goodwill stores are shut down, you can get these boxes.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
They're doing a collaboration with Poshmark, and so they're
Well, doesn't that make sense? Why haven't they done that before?
Yeah, really.
I mean, both businesses would profit from that.
Oh, yeah,
Why haven't they
definitely.
done that for years?
Probably just a light bulb. Somebody just thought of it and
Some of those smart people at Goodwill will go, hey, how we hook up with Poshmark? That'd be a good idea, huh? Yeah, get some of that crap out of here. People dumping off on us.
Can you imagine
I need to get some
all the donations they're going to be getting after this opens up? I mean,
man.
it is going to be like,
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy.
I've heard talk in some of the chats that some of
Yeah,
the
I need to get some
charities
coffee.
are no longer taking donations.
yeah,
that
they're
they
not
can't,
taking anything right now.
can't
right
get
now
rid
they're
of
not.
it.
Yeah.
They're not taking, but once it opens up, I mean, I can just imagine, every place is going to be just.
Well, do you think the prices would be better at the resale shops for several months after everything opens back
I don't
up?
know. I don't know.
They just
I
they
mean,
got so far out of line. I quit going to them 3 years ago. I just flat no. I'll find better stuff other places.
I have to say, I mean, my local thrift shop, the most I'm going to pay for something on the shelf is $5. That is usually the max that I will pay. Now, if it's a piece of furniture, that's different, $10-15. But something on the shelf, I'm not going to pay more than $5 for an item, and usually it's more like $1 or $2. And that's about the same with clothes. They're new with tag clothes. They bump it up, and they're like $4 a piece. Now, but my Goodwill that I have to drive 60 miles to, they're pretty reasonable actually too. They have quite a bit of, it's. I would say usually $5, $5 is what I'm gonna pay for something. But I just have to limit, you know, what I'm getting. If it's $5, it has to be a pretty darn good thing. And I'm gonna utilize the sales, the half off sales that they got, and focus on, what's there. And then shoes have always done really good for me, at the Goodwill. Usually $5 for shoes. So I just try to be really, really selective when I go there because it's a little more expensive. But I mean, not near as expensive as some of the other, places where they're selling a polo, men's button front shirt for, $12 to $20. I mean, that's outlandish.
Yeah.
You're not going to get rid of anything if you keep those prices up. And so,
It's just like I could spend 2 hours going to Goodwills or 2 hours at garage sales,
right.
and I come out with half a truckload doing 2 hours at garage sales, and I
Sure.
might get 3, 4 things after spending all that time walking up and down the aisles looking at the crap at thrift stores. It's just not, at least here,
Right.
at least in the Waco area, it's just not worth going to those places for what I do.
Yeah.
I found some things at thrift stores, but it's just, Gwen finds more than I do, but she likes selling clothes better than I do. So
Yeah. I mean, she probably has a different eye, for things. So I
and
mean,
maybe there's more women things to buy at resale shops than hard goods. And
yeah.
the only clothing I like to get from resale shops is maybe shoes and maybe jackets.
Yeah.
I don't like doing the shirts and pants and blouses and dresses. It's all a bunch of hoo-ha to me. Of course, I feel that way.
Well,
And I haven't had to. I get other stock from other places.
yeah. Yeah, and
Or,
you should do what you love,
our Lutheran rummage sale is way better than going to a resale shop.
I mean, yeah, definitely. If you can find stuff there.
It's a bit like a garage sale because usually they don't know how to price their items.
hmm Maggie wants to know what's Gwen's Poshmark name.
I don't know.
Let me get it for you. I got it here somewhere.
Look, husband haters or something like that.
The He-Man Men Haters. I found it.
Husband haters clothing for the
Yeah, that's it.
husband haters fashions something. I forget. I like the battle.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get you the link right now. Copy. All right. Okay. There you go.
Another fun thing about reselling for me is doing a few videos on it.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's definitely fun.
I don't care if anybody else watches it. It's fun to film it and
Yeah.
then read some of the stupid comments I get on, what'd you get that for? It's pretty stupid.
Now, I
Or,
can almost guarantee you have never gotten a comment like that. Come on. Come on.
I got a comment on one of my videos that says, Old men shouldn't do YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
That was funny. That was on my metal detecting video I did. Old men shouldn't do
Oh my
videos.
gosh. Beth says she's gonna have a she said she's probably gonna have a Sunday working hangout. So everyone who wants to work, come join. Yeah, put a link in the you can put a link in the reseller squad if you want, or you know, send it over to us and we'll pass it around.
Beth, you've been doing quite a bit more YouTubery since the last year or so.
Did I hear it, cha-ching?
Yeah, that was me.
Well,
I sold some video games. Look at that.
would you look at that?
Imagine that.
Oh my gosh,
And they paid.
that's awesome.
Let's see what did I
Woohoo!
sell.
Get it?
Yeah, Todd just sold
Let
some
me
more
see.
video games.
Ooh, good job.
Go figure.
I was gonna say I got those flea collars.
Okay. So resto.
I put it on them yesterday, and by last night I couldn't find a flea on them.
Nice.
And I mean, they weren't like bombarded with fleas, but they had a few.
Mhm.
But last night they didn't have anything on them.
Cool.
So, and now they're just kind of like, what do we do now besides hunting for fleas on our body? And their fuzzies just kick back on a pillow in the
These are
hallway
all
like
relaxed
this.
now. And he's like, this is life.
And they're not, there is a little smell to them right at first when you first get them out of the package, but like right now I can't smell them. Like the smell goes away within the first, they say 24 hours. So,
We're
but
talking about a lot of smells today.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm noseworthy. Like I can
She's
smell stuff.
She's nosy.
Yeah, I'm nosy. So if I'd say if you are using something on if you are
Sorry.
using something on
Valerie's
your
making me
dog,
laugh.
if you're using something on your dog and it's not working, this is definitely something that I'm talking about the dogs. This is something that you definitely need to try there and buy them on eBay. Don't buy them on Amazon, because on Amazon they're about twice more. So
Word to the wise, don't put your garlic butter pods next to your coffee pods. You have really funky tasting coffee if you do.
oh my God.
Garlic coffee. Yeah,
I
that
thought-
sounds not very
I was
good.
like, why does it smell like garlic in here? Amazingly, it fit. That's what gets me is it fit.
Oh, they're like the same size?
Pretty well for the coffee pot that I have. It's got a bigger receptacle for the pods. I don't know why,
Gosh.
but it still fit almost down in there. So it still had just enough to poke a hole in it. It was like,
Huh.
goodness, smells woo. It's like I fixed spaghetti bake last night. Why am I still smelling? I looked at my cup. I was like, shit.
Oh, you put them in your coffee pot? Oh
Yeah.
my God. I thought you just set them next to your coffee pot. And
No,
that's
I grabbed it and stuck. I wasn't paying attention because my sister had stopped by and dropped off some cheeses that her neighbor brought her, and I was kind of looking through the bag and just reached in there and stuck it. You know how you do that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sniffing that bag, thinking, man, there's some garlic cheese in here. You know, it's not in the bag.
oh my
I
God.
was like, God, it's strong. I thought, well, I hadn't opened the refrigerator yet because you know how when you put leftovers in there, it usually smells like whatever you put in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I didn't open the fridge, so it can't be the spaghetti bag. I'm like, ah. So I had to run some water to my pot and rinse my
That's,
cup out.
that's hilarious.
Of course, I've heard of people putting butter in their coffee, but not garlic butter.
Yeah.
Mm.
Butter
Yeah.
and coffee?
Yeah, it's supposed to be some kind of weight loss thing.
Yeah, it's a
Really?
it makes it a, I don't know, like they do it because they say it's like way better for you and that it's that it tastes really good, but I've not been able to.
Probably makes you throw up, so you lose weight.
Right. Can't keep nothing down.
Coffee for bulimics.
Yeah,
Anorexics.
it's supposed to help you. I mean, I know our friend who's a nurse. She does it every day. It's supposed to give you energy and everything. So
Mr. City says my wife used some air fresheners that spray out every 2 minutes. I walked in the house yesterday and it got me right in the face. I smell like a strip club.
I hate those things when you walk into like public bathrooms and they go.
Yeah. It's like, hey,
God.
I don't smell that bad, all right? Take
It's
the
like
shower.
my eyes. You walk in there, you're like this going through the bathroom. Like, I know there's a stall in here somewhere.
And they always put that spray machine right above the sink where you're trying to wash your hands. And you're washing your hands. Oh, crap.
I was like, damn, that went in my mouth. Ew. I'd be tasting
Oh my God.
wildflowers for hours.
I like the square photo option on my camera. That makes it way easier.
What is
Yeah.
it?
Mm-hmm.
The square photo.
Mhm.
I'm constantly switching back and forth from regular shot to square or whatever makes whatever frames the stuff better.
Well,
Because
yeah,
I never crop my pictures.
I don't usually either, and I think it's time consuming. So if you could take it right the first time, it's just way better.
Yeah.
But because I'm using I'm like taking my pictures and I'm putting them on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. It's way better to have them all one size, and Poshmark does the square photos anyways. Like,
I know that Parrot Head Picker always crops his, and of course his pictures look beautiful
oh yeah.
because he always takes the time to do a great background and pose his stuff and frame it just right.
I was gonna ask you, Todd, what's your store? I thought I had it saved, but I looked on there and I don't have you saved.
Oh my God.
What's your store
Let's
name?
see. I'll just put it in the side chat.
Okay.
Let's see. Where?
It's oh my God, Stacker.
Oh my God.
With GAWD.
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
Oh, that luscious lavender just popped up. I thought that was it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. No, that's Mr. Sadie.
That's a weird name for an eBay store.
1955 Fairlane.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, go on there and
Thank you. Buy something.
Was
buy
that your
yourself a
first
bunch of
car?
crap. Actually, my first car was a 1959 Fairlane, but later on in life, I dabbled in trying to fix up an old 1955, and it was fun and everything, but I just not as good a mechanic as I needed to be, so I finally sold off all that stuff and got out of it. Of course, I lost thousands of dollars doing that little hobby for a while, but I still like that model of car.
Yeah.
Mine's the 1969 W34 55 Rocket. Oldsmobile
Good old days in the back seat. They were pretty fun.
convertible.
That 59 Ford I had, the trunk was so big I could go into the drive-in theater with 4 more guys in the
In the
trunk.
back.
And the back seat was not screwed down. So after you got into the drive-in theater, you could just
Pop it down.
plop that back seat forward a little bit and crawl up out of the trunk into the car without having to open the trunk and be obvious that you took in a bunch of dudes with you. Todd's first car was a Model T. No, bad. I'm not that old. Yeah, that old 59 Ford. A friend of mine, I pulled up behind him in a school parking lot when I was in high school. And he didn't know I was back there, and he decided he didn't like where he was going to park. And he starts backing up, and he just rams the front of that 59 Ford with the back of his little Ford Pinto or whatever he had, and just smashed the crap out of his car. And the only thing wrong with the 59 Ford was there was some of his paint on my bumper. It was a tank. It was just solid metal. I bet a 59 Ford weighs almost twice as much as my wife's RAV4. Just steel chrome bumpers, and I miss chrome on cars. You know, the cars nowadays, they're just all one solid color.
Mhm.
I loved all those little chrome attachments you had around the windows and grills and bumpers and fins, and car makers used to take the time to make their cars ornate.
Yep.
I like the truckers going down the road. A lot of them still really chrome up their truck.
Man, that is so hard to keep up though. Shining that chrome up,
Yeah.
because it looks like crap if you don't.
Yeah, there's plastic chrome today, and that looks okay for a couple of years, and then it starts flaking off.
Yeah.
See that PayPal has changed their dashboards? Yeah.
Oh.
My first car was a horse and buggy.
Somebody posted one of the reseller pages. There's a sign that says garage sale. GROJ. Garage sale. It said, does anybody been to one of these? There's a garage.
I'm having me one of them garage sales.
Right.
Did you guys see that one post on Facebook? It was about it was actually a Baskin Robbins in Kansas, and they put, you know how they put the little letters up to make a little saying or whatever, and it said no relation to Carol Baskin. And they got like double sales. I mean, they were busy. Just, you know, I'm assuming it was.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was pretty good. That was pretty good.
That's like we had to run to Walmart last night to get Teresa a new pair of shoes. and we walked through the women's department, and there was like leopard print everywhere. I'm thinking, you know why that's there, don't you?
Mm.
Leopard and tiger print everywhere.
Yep. List
So
your
you got
tiger
Joe
print.
Exotic over here and Carol Baskins over here.
That's right,
Lord.
Mr. Sadie. I bet a garage sale would do great right now if you dared.
I don't guess there's a law against having one. Would the police actually come up and shut you down?
I don't know.
Po-
You might
Possibly.
get some flack for that.
God dang, I need one. I was supposed to have one on the 4th. We were supposed to have our countywide garage sale on the 3rd and 4th of April, and they shut it down. So
Or you would have those kind of people that come up and to tell you that you're not supposed to have one, and they'll be like, by the way, how much is that?
Yeah, and they would.
I got a sale.
Oh, good job. Get it.
I'm not left out this morning.
That's great.
I sold a puzzle. I still have a few of those.
Hmm.
Not
I about
many.
sold it. Well, I
A
got two
parka?
left.
A puzzle.
Oh, a puzzle.
Yep.
yeah, it's the kind of puzzle that keeps you warm in the winter.
I sold a puzzle the other day for $30.
Nobody
And
likes
it was a web puzzle. Like it was a 3D puzzle that you put on your computer, and you do the puzzle on your computer.
Mhm.
Well, I got a message yesterday. I thought this was a regular puzzle, even though, like you could tell that it was a CD puzzle, and the pictures I showed, the front, the back, the inside of because you can open it up like a book.
Right.
And they have all the specs in there about what you need for programs and all that. This is not even compatible. Well, this is the thing. People still have programs on their computers so that they can play these games.
Mhm.
So they were saying that it was defective, and I'm like, this is not defective. So I'm gonna be fighting this.
Yeah.
I think.
Stand your ground.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it was a total, I didn't look at the pictures kind of thing. You could tell I didn't look at the pictures and I didn't look at the listing.
Yeah. Well, that's your own dang fault.
Yeah.
Like the idiot with the watch.
Yeah.
Which that negative got removed. Thank God. Finally.
Hmm.
I hate stupid people.
I do too.
Mr.
Just
Sadie.
do.
I think that's about everybody. My life is a puzzle, and it's about half put together and missing pieces.
I got lots of missing pieces, Sadie. You're not the only one with missing pieces.
That's pretty good. I like
Half
that.
put together.
Tom says Prince William was asked if he watched Tiger King. He says he stays away from shows about royalty.
Oh my gosh.
I told Brandon when he went to Walmart today if he got any more of those shirts to pick them up for me.
There you go. Huh.
It's pretty funny.
I wonder. Oh, that probably wouldn't do very well. There's a child's vintage accordion.
Oh.
You guys remember these? Only in different. There's a transistor radio.
Oh,
And it still works. It actually still picks up
Wow.
700 WLW. That's the radio station that used to broadcast the Reds back in the day. It's still in working order. It still picks it up.
Oh, that's cool.
That was in that box of sport memorabilia. I was like, oh. I used to have. It was the shape of the Reds hat. It was a plastic radio, but it looked like the Reds hat. They used to sell those for all the different Major League Baseball. I had that, and then a friend of mine
But
had
Cincinnati
one of these.
Picker would pay big money to get that off of you.
Probably. So
You keeping that for your collection?
I don't know. I think I'm going to sell it. I mean, I'm a Reds fan, but I'm more of a Bengals fan than I am Reds. I do love the Reds.
I'm a
I'm
money
just-
fan.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'd rather have the money. But, whereas, John, he's an ultimate Cincinnati Reds fan. I mean, there's not a
Right.
day goes by he don't have a hat on. Which I'm sure he probably don't sleep in it, but
Yeah.
that's how I spot him at yard sales, because I know his vehicle, what it looks like, and then you look for the red hat. There he is.
Julie's in the green room.
Okay, I'm a doing it.
Okay.
But I put a battery in that this morning, and it picked that up. I'm like, holy crap, it works. And it don't even have an antenna.
There's Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Good
Hello.
morning.
And Julie's been tearing up the sales lately.
He has.
Have you been?
Hi,
Oh,
looky there.
baby.
Hi, baby.
There's Emmy. Emmy May. Oh, she's
The next generation of reselling right there.
That's right. That's right. Emmy. Hi, honey.
What's that song? Teach your
Mimi loves
children well
you.
how to make a deal and make some money.
Thanks for coming on, Julie.
She must be muted.
Love seeing you. Are you muted? I can't hear you. Oh, look at that baby.
Yeah, Julie, you're muted.
No, she's not muted. Maybe she
No?
just doesn't have her sound on or something.
We can't hear anything, Julie.
It's okay. We
Hey,
don't
that's
care.
okay. You can still look.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We could still see Emmy.
We're doing the baby cam right now.
That is my
cute.
granddaughter.
She's
Mm.
so pretty.
That feels so weird to say that.
Can you hear me now?
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that feels really weird to say that.
Oh, nothing.
Hello.
Even after 5, it still feels weird to say that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
No, Julie is not the baby. The baby
He-
is Emmy.
He knows better. He's just
I
being
know.
stupid.
Hey, Sally said that. I did it.
Yeah, I did.
Good morning, Kathy.
He knows who people are.
Thank you, Tom. Yes, I make beautiful babies. Huh? Is that thumb good? Yeah.
trying to get another twofer in.
She has 2 on the bottom, right, Julie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
There's never anything good on my Facebook Marketplace.
I just looked and I didn't find anything.
How old is she? About 4 or 5 months.
Have you guys tried the neighborhood app yet?
She's 5 months.
No. What's that?
It's just it's just called the neighborhood app, and it goes from just based on your radius of your neighborhood,
Uh-huh.
and you can go and like post an ad basically, or that you're looking for stuff to sell, or there's a let's see, I usually go to the menu and there's stuff for sale and for free, and I usually scroll down through that.
I need to look at that.
I always thought the best age for babies was like 4 to 10 months, and then they start walking and dragging stuff off of the coffee table and they get annoying.
Like it's so funny because you're like, come on, you want to get them to walking and crawling and stuff like that, and as soon as they do, you're like, oh, I should have thought about this a little bit more.
Yeah.
Here come the terrible twos.
And the same thing with talking, is we teach them everything that they tell us.
Oh yeah, they're like little parrots. They repeat everything too. Even
I
when you
remember the day when
Oh yeah.
David took the 5-pound bag of powdered sugar to his room and just spread it everywhere.
Oh my God.
I love it. I can just imagine your face.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
That's like when AJ was a baby, when he started talking. You know, he wasn't real clear on certain words, and you just had to figure out what he was saying. But his dad had a habit of using the F word in
Mhm.
about every other sentence or every other word. Well, he picked up on that real quick. Paul yelled at him for something, and he said, "Shut, her," you know.
Yeah.
I told him, said, "Shut up, heavy effer." I was like, oh
My-
yeah.
My ex-husband, he used to think it was hilarious to teach Job how to say fuck. And then he would be in church. We would be in church and he'd be standing up on the back pew and the preacher would be preaching and all of a sudden Job would say, fuck.
Well, AJ used to say that for the word truck too. I want my fuck. Where's my fuck?
Alice
Oh
used
my
to say,
gosh.
he would try to say muffin, and he would say fucker. It was so funny.
I'm telling you, and I felt so bad. I tried to wash his mouth out with soap. I felt so bad because he was burping bubbles.
Oh
And I'm
my
like, come on, I didn't give you that much. But then, he was crying and his snot was mixed with soap. And I was trying to wash his face off, and here comes the bubbles. I was like laughing, and then, are you okay? Laughing. I felt so bad. I never did that again. He taught me a lesson.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, kids are.
They're little parrots. I'm telling you.
What's a magic book? Is it
Huh?
like is there like a brand of books?
Oh, what?
They're
Magic?
called magic books.
Is it like Harry Potter?
No, but they're like, I guess I can't really see what they are because they're like in a pile. But the first one has like a fairy on it or something, but you can't even see like.
Magic book series.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Books of Magic book series. Does it have the author or anything?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Kind of out of luck with that.
Books of Magic book series. Ooh, okay.
Game magic. No, yeah, I know the game magic, but.
Oh my goodness.
Don't know.
Magic bus? It's not the magic bus. It's
No.
just magic. Magic
The
book.
Magic School Bus.
Oh, what's wrong?
Oh.
Hello. That's what it sounded like. Hello. Hi, Emmy.
She's like, well, you're all talking. I want to talk too.
Yeah, let me get a word in edgewise here. Huh, Emmy? I can't wait to see her.
Oh, I thought that was a bag of gummy bears. It's in My Little Pony collection.
Oh. Oh yeah.
You tell them. Just tell them.
Well, I found that neighborhood app, but they won't let me go through. which is really weird.
Is it like Facebook Marketplace? Is that what it is?
Not really. It's basically has updates on what people are doing in your neighborhood, or if people are looking for something.
Yeah.
If they need help with something, just all kinds of different stuff. Because when you tap on the menu here, you get it tells you about where you're at, like businesses and for sale, local deals, events, real estate, crime and
Huh.
safety, lost and found, general stuff. Nuh-uh.
My goodness.
Your Mimi did that?
I believe it.
Oh my
Sounds like me when I'm trying to wake up in the morning.
I can imagine that.
I love you. Yeah. It's called Neighborhood.
Yeah,
Okay.
neighborhood.
Let me see.
I
Well,
think
could
I signed
be
up for it. I don't
my
think
neighbor.
my area is big enough.
Yeah, might
Can
not
you,
be.
can you
either.
expand it maybe to maybe put in another neighborhood?
Maybe.
Or unless they're going on your location.
Yeah, it's just going on my location. I might have to do like
I mean,
let's see if I can do this.
Oh, I don't want that.
I don't know. Okay, I won't worry about that. So what's everybody doing this weekend?
Working.
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 Sally's
I'm
gotta
probably
go.
going to be picking up more drywall for Teresa's project.
Yeah. Sally's gotta go back to work tonight.
Yep.
Tonight's the night. You back for
Although-
5?
I don't know.
Oh.
I know 3 at least.
I told Teresa if she didn't act a little nicer, I was going to wall her up in her own project.
Wall her in the corner.
Yeah. I'll seal you in there.
Maggie says, Julie, my grandson will be born in a few months. I think he and Emmy would make a great couple.
Oh.
There you go. Arranged marriages. Morning, Rita. Yeah, I got some yard work to do and some listing to do and some cleaning house to do. I got all kinds of stuff to do.
I might list some video games this weekend.
Maybe.
I might do that.
Emmy don't like that.
I don't think you should do that either.
No.
I'm going to plant some strawberries.
Uh-huh.
I got some cantaloupe coming up. I planted those. So I was like, oh, yay, fresh cantaloupe. Or mushmelon, as they say down south. That's a mushmelon.
Huh. I might, I was telling Sally about it. I have these hanging pots,
Mhm.
and I think I'm going to get some potting soil and plant some. They're like, you know, it comes in like a box, and it's like all kinds of different seeds for
Mhm.
all kinds of different flowers. So I thought
Mhm.
maybe if I do that and hang it, and then I could just have all kinds of flowers, you
Mhm.
know, hanging from it. So I'm gonna try that.
And
I'm
they
not
have,
much of a grower, so
even if you don't have hanging planters, you can make them out of like coffee cans and stuff.
Mhm.
yeah.
Like any kind of plastic container.
Mhm.
I seen it on Pinterest.
I was watering my plants this morning. I keep in the grower, and I'm sitting there just talking. I'm thinking, I stopped. Thought, oh my God, I've turned into my mother. She'd sit there and talk to her plants and water her plants. And she'd say, they can hear you, which this woman can grow a flower out of a rock. So I believe when she says it. So.
Yeah, I'm not a good. No.
There's no mushmelon and cantaloupe are the okay different things. What?
I don't know. That totally did not make sense.
Ah,
Oh, mushmelon and cantaloupe are different.
well, not according to my ex-father-in-law. He called cantaloupe a mushmelon, so
Oh,
I've always
okay.
just called it cantaloupe. So I don't know what the difference is myself. I know there's a
Dad
honeydew
called it
melon.
muskmelon, not mush.
He called it mushmelon because it was mushy. He said.
I want to talk.
This is why I can't go on.
She's
This
just
is my
having a
debut.
conversation.
There's Carol.
Just
Carol,
wait until she learns words.
Oh man, that's gonna be so much fun.
She's gonna be a chatterbox.
That's gonna be so much fun.
You learn to say muffin? Huh?
It was. I loved that video yesterday of AJ because he wanted to talk to Mimi because he wanted to give me a kiss and a hug.
Oh.
He wanted Mimi to come to his new house.
His new house.
Yeah, his new old house.
His
His
old
new
house.
And he wanted to play with Mimi, so maybe someday. Oh, Carol, she said best looking girl on the panel.
Aw,
Is that Emmy May?
sorry,
Is that
Emmy.
twos?
You're kidding.
Emmy.
I thought she was talking about bum crack.
What?
Because she said, "Hey, bum crack picker," and then she said the best looking girl on the panel. Hi, Emmy.
That's what
Hi,
I'm doing
Emmy.
too, Karen. I'm growing a bunch of veggies too.
I gotta know what Carol was thinking Wednesday.
What?
Well,
What'd she do?
we were on
Hi.
Bearded Pickers auction,
Uh
and I bid on some rings, and then Carol outbid me for them.
huh.
Oh, that's funny.
And then after the auction was over,
I
she
was
said,
giving myself a juju.
"Just send them to Todd." And she, I know. So I'm like, "What? What are you thinking, Carol?"
She just wanted to strong arm you. She wanted to show you who was boss.
She outbid me, and then now she says, "Oh, just send them to Todd. He wanted them." It's like,
Aww.
what?
She was just playing.
Karen wants
need
to know
some
if you
money.
list with Emmy on your lap.
No,
Oh,
absolutely.
I
My
don't know how.
keyboard would be soaked.
I can see the spellings in your listings
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Oh man. All over the place.
For sale, I have an extra. Here's a picture of it. She puts in some family photo or something.
Oh, she said they're on their way.
Oh my gosh, Carol, you're just Carol. I don't know where that girl's brain goes. Well, I'll do something for you someday, Carol.
There you
Kinda.
go. There you
I
go.
don't know
It's
why.
always good for someone to owe you, right? I'm
Mhm,
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Carol. It's probably like Baskin. She's probably really sending poison with the rings or something.
Yeah.
Carol Baskin.
Different Carol.
That B, Carol.
Mhm.
Tom says, "Don't send me crap to sell. I accept cash." That's right.
But like that whole Carol Baskins thing related to or not related to Baskin Robbins, I could totally see people looking at the sign and saying, well, I wanted ice cream, but I don't want anything to do with Carol Baskin, so I'm
Yeah.
not going there.
Yep.
I can see that,
Probably.
you know.
Probably true. Yep. I could definitely see that.
37 flavors of tiger. Yeah. I don't know.
37 player
It's 31.
or yeah,
31.
31 flavors of what was his name? Don.
Yeah. My sister used to work for Baskin Robbins when she was a teenager. Boy,
Huh.
were those some good times. She'd bring me home all kinds of ice cream
Oh yeah.
and ice cream cakes because her boss took a liking to me. And every time Kimmy'd come home, I'd have an ice cream cake or a thing of bubblegum ice cream. Here, take this home to Laurie. She's going to enjoy this.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mom's like, I'm going to have to buy an outside freezer for all this ice cream if you keep bringing it home. I'm eating it as fast as I can.
Oh, they found my neighborhood.
You found your
Won't you
neighborhood?
be my neighbor.
Tell us
She's
all about it,
serious.
Emmy. You tell us all about it.
She's tired.
I see your little whoopsie wings in the back there.
Oh yeah.
She never talks this much.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, look at those calyx.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Her bald spot.
Oh, that's normal.
Yeah.
But you could probably draw a like eyes, and then it looks like a mustache. Or get some of those big googly eyes and put them on the back of her head.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Carol, shut up.
Luigi.
I don't have a big mouth.
Yeah, Emmy, you just tell Aunt Carol all about it, huh? You tell her all about it. Oh. Let's see. Do I have anything weird going on? Do I have any ideas?
I know ideas.
Yeah, what kind of ideas?
I think I've already told everybody my ideas so far, so I haven't had any crazy ones yet.
I am thinking of having the jewelry show next Friday, so stay tuned
okay.
for that announcement. I'll put it in the squad if I'm for sure going to have it next Friday.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
I'm thinking about doing a weekly show, like I said, where so I run out of overabundance of jewelry.
Uh-huh.
So
Our shelter in place got extended to May 15th.
I look for ours to get extended too.
Yeah. Yeah, no ideas right now. Yeah, we'll definitely look for that auction.
Yeah, because I got like right now I got like 3 or 4 trays of stuff.
It's not an auction though.
It's not going to be an auction. It's going to be a sale. It's all going to be reasonably priced, just a couple bucks.
Okay.
$2 to $3 at most, just to get it out of here. So
yeah, absolutely. It's a good way to get it gone.
And there's some nice pieces and a lot of it's going to be wearable pieces, and I might have some baggies of just earrings that are single.
Yeah. You know what you might do is you might go over to like some of the jewelry community.
Mm-hmm.
And like those areas, those groups or whatever, and then post your sale over there too, because they might be interested in that.
Yeah, I'm going to be working probably this weekend hooking up cameras to this computer so that I can do it all right here.
Yeah,
And because I threw that OBS, but I want to make sure it sends it to the right channel.
right.
Last time it didn't. It sent it to a whole different channel when we did the Tannerthon. So I have to make sure that it goes to the right channel.
Yeah.
For that.
So I'm
Yeah.
about to go in and reroute the tag or whatever they call that. I'll take the ones out that's in there and then go back in and send it to the correct.
Is this stuff
channel.
that you've already been through, or is it?
Some of it is, some of it's not. Some of it is just I've got so much stuff that I
Yeah.
may have sorted it, but didn't really look at it. Like I've got bags and bags of bracelets, bangle
Yeah.
bracelets, and I didn't really look. I just put them in there. Necklaces are all in these bags. And then usually what I would do is after I sorted them into their categories, then I would go back and start looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
Some of this stuff I've looked at, some of it I haven't. I couldn't tell you one way or the other because there's just so much of it together that I don't know where it come
Yeah.
from, what sale, what auction, what this, what store. So
Oh, we lost Julie.
Uh-oh.
Well, she had herself muted, so she might have
But-
been trying to go
Ching.
some
out.
of it's still sellable stuff that I just haven't gotten around to listing. So
Get it, Todd?
Cha-cha.
Guess what I sold?
Video games.
A video
Yeah.
game. Wow.
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
What do you got there on your desk? Game Boy games?
These are the ones I cherry picked out that were worth a little more.
Usually your Pokemon are good games
Haven't
to sell
listed them
too.
yet.
Uh,
'Cause I always do good with those. Pokemon Red seems to be the best one that when I pick it up, I always sell it.
Huh.
I don't know.
well, thanks for coming on, Julie.
Yeah,
That
it was great to see you.
Yeah.
Great to see Emmy. That's the only
She's
way
a
I can see
cutie.
her right now.
I'm looking
She wasn't
because
Probably-
fussy. She's just carrying on a conversation.
Yeah,
Mm.
She wanted to talk to.
she likes her naps though. I mean, when she's got her on a really pretty strict schedule, and she likes to have her naps. So.
I like my naps too.
I know I don't get them very often, but
Mhm.
I like them too.
That's why I avoid my recliner, because if I sit in that recliner for more than 10 minutes, I'm gone. It's so comfortable. My favorite spot used to be we have a big sectional, and I used to like to sit right in the corner because it's got the the Chase lounge that comes off of it. So I would sit there and in that corner, and it's got the big fluffy pillows like on it, and it would just like swallow you, and I'd be sound asleep. But since I had my knee surgery, I started sleeping in the chair, and kind of got used to that. So I took over the chair.
There you go.
So I avoid it all day long until about 4 o'clock. After dinner, and I've eaten, and then I'm out for a couple hours, and then I get up and do some more stuff.
Carol says I nap all day and AM up all night. Yeah. She's getting a little bit better. She's getting a little bit better. Yeah, I try to stay away. For some reason, like these last couple of days, I am waking up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm still not going to bed early, but I'm waking up early, so that's good. Maybe I'll get into a better routine.
I wake up that early, but whether or not I stay awake, that's the question.
Yeah.
Because I'll get up and I'll go make sure Teresa gets up, because she'll sleep through her alarm half the time. And then it's because it's one of them little ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-ling. Mine's like wonk, 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 wonk. So I go get her up.
Oh my gosh, Carol, you were up at 5 a.m. You were up until 5 a.m. Oh my
Jeez.
gosh.
I
can't
tend
do
to
that.
sleep like I did when I was teaching, like 10:30 to 5:30. Yeah.
Mhm. That's like when I worked second shift, I'd go in at 3 in the afternoon and work till 2:30, 5:30 in the morning. So it was hard to readjust to that kind of schedule, working it
Oh,
for so
yeah.
long.
Yeah,
I was like,
because completely flip flopped.
Mm-hmm. Rough. And the worst
Yep.
thing is when I'm watching TV at night, it's like something really good comes on. It's like, I need to go to bed because I need to get up early and get stuff done. It's like, oh, but this is such a good show. And I'll sit there and I'll watch. I'm bad for that.
Let's ask Carol. Carol, what's your favorite thing about reselling? Anybody else in the side chat that wants to answer? That was the theme today, but we got off of it.
Like, yeah, we went
Yeah.
What's the
four-wheeling.
best thing about reselling?
we did the off-road thing again.
We went 4-wheeling and got sunk down to the rims.
Anyway,
Or a 13-year-old girl. Bumcrack, you never sleep. I think you're a computer or a 13-year-old girl.
yeah, he's a bot.
She says, giving all my stock away to my friends. Laugh my ass off.
Bring it on, Carol.
Yeah, we're always ready for your little packages.
Carol's crazy. She is. In a good way.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about reselling is the adrenaline rush that comes with you listing something and selling something and you get a really good profit from it.
Mhm.
I get an adrenaline rush at that time. So I absolutely love that. But besides that, working for myself,
Mhm.
being able to help support my family with it,
Mhm.
even though I'm not full time, but it helps. It really does.
Yeah.
I love sourcing, and I love being able to give people stuff, like not give people stuff, recycle, and have things not go to landfill just because they're old or they have a spot or whatever. I like to be able to sell something to somebody that they had as a child and now they're able to have this again because I found it.
Yeah. Yep. Good reason.
Mhm.
Carol says her favorite thing is shopping.
Yeah,
She
And
she
loves
copied
shopping
Maggie. That's what
shopping for
Maggie
the,
said.
for
Being
the
a
item.
reseller at Christmas time is even better because you've always got that one person that shows up that you don't have a gift for, so you can go to your eBay room and say, right there you go. A
Wrap it up.
shirt or something, it comes in handy. Happens to me every year.
It looks like our governor is giving us a $2 raise.
Wow.
Oh.
I mean, it's about damn time. I mean, if we're going to be out there working,
Hmm.
I think we should be able to get something extra, like Jonah said this morning. He goes, man, if I could just stay out unemployment, that'd be all right. This is damn good. He gets $760 every 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's basically probably twice, maybe even 3 times what he was making working.
Right.
So it's pretty crazy. And so I don't know, but it's about dang time that she did something for the people that are working out there,
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think that's important. I mean, we don't, as far as I know, even though Michigan is a state where they can fire you and they don't have to have a reason or whatever at will. I think right now you can't get fired if you are an essential employee and you decide to not work.
Right.
But I'm not sure if you can get unemployment.
Right.
at the same time. So,
Yeah.
but I know like there's EMTs and stuff that are off work right now because they don't want to be at risk and then bring it home to their family or whatever.
Sure.
So, so I don't know how those people are surviving, but I mean, I definitely think it's important to give people that are working, you know, a little lift.
Yeah. I mean, they're the ones that have kind of, you know, kept us going. You know, kept things kind of sane. You know,
Hmm.
'cause I mean, closing every single thing down, every single business down, you can't do that.
Mm-mm.
So, you know, definitely helped people get by.
I mean, police, fire trucks, and EMTs, they stop by at night, you
Right.
know, even just to fill up, you know. So
Yeah.
we kind of have to be there, or the pumps have to be on,
Yep.
just for them, if not everybody else.
Yep. Maggie says Michael says his favorite thing is when we get home from thrifting and his finds are worth more than mine.
Nah,
That's a rush, isn't it?
I
That's
could see that. I could see that. Yeah, Beth says my son-in-law forgot his dress shoes for our wedding, borrowed a pair from my inventory, and he liked them so much he kept them. See? Convenience. Yep. Yeah, nobody's going to want to go back to work.
well, too damn bad.
But, I mean, eventually we're going to have to.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, all that extra money that Jonah's getting, he needs to put that in the bank and save it up, you know, for a rainy day or buy some gold or something. But it, you know, we're pretty special. We're pretty lucky that we can do this, that we can sell used things to people, and you know, and that there's a market for that.
Mm-hmm.
Carol asks, is anybody's death pile going down any?
I can't say mine is because I keep ordering things.
No.
Hit me back next summer.
Yeah, OJ says nobody's laughing at my death pile now. No, because now it's a money pile. You don't have
That's
to
right.
worry. You don't have to worry about that. That's the money that's coming in. Yep. So, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I have this, and you know, my storage unit, because I will not run out anytime soon. Oh my gosh, OJ, with my college kids home, we have all listed 600 plus listings in less than 2 weeks.
Woo!
That's amazing.
That's great.
That is amazing.
How many kids do you have? 12?
A football team. Julie says, I'm not technically a reseller. You are a reseller. But I love making stuff, and the fact that people like my work and designs enough to purchase them makes me happy. Exactly. I couldn't agree more. Karen says, honestly, I think a lot of people around my neighborhood are itching to go back to work. A lot of people around here are afraid the jobs they have might not be there soon. Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to pay your bills. You got to, you know, and if you got kids at home, especially teenagers, they're probably driving you batty by now. So I wouldn't blame you for that. Life is good. 5 kids, 8 of us in the house, 3 are helping. The best is my 11-year-old boy Josh. He wants a shout. Hey, Josh, good job on the
Hey,
work.
Josh,
Give him a good shout out.
get it, boy.
Great job. You're doing a good job for your dad. Woohoo! Carol says, great job, Josh. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess it's time to say goodbye to all my family.
MICKUI.
Happy trails to you.
Well, thanks, Todd.
Yeah, he
till we
just cut you
meet
off.
again. Oh, sorry, Sally. I thought you were through.
Joash.
Josh.
Joash. Joash?
Joash.
Joash.
Wow. Never heard of it.
No.
Wow.
good
That
name.
that is different. I like it.
Joash.
Joash.
Oh,
That's how it's pronounced, is Joash.
Joash. Joash. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. We'll see you all later.
Bye, guys.
Coming on, get some listing done.
Have a great weekend.
And we'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Have safe.